everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Of course, it's Her Essence, always the place where we talk about women and thriving, of course, to become the best version of ourselves. And always, we are doing the best to become the best you can be. So today I'm joined with, of course, a very common figure you see here almost every Wednesday at 6 p.m. And I'm sure you guys wonder, who is this lady? Or is she even a girl? Is she a woman? Is she a grandmother, mother, a married woman? You know, all those things. Anyway, so we really want to know this face on the screen that we see every day. Who is she? So karibu sana Sonny. Say hi to the people who are waiting to hear about you.
Thank you so much for hosting me. Hi guys. Of course, you know me. I'm Sonia_Masharia. It's a pleasure being a host for this show, but I thought we could switch the roles and go to the other side. I am a host at High Essence, Wema Tv, wholesome content, as I always say. Yeah, thank you for hosting me.
Yes, of course, it has been a very great show. Her Essence has always been bringing essence in this place. Kama si kuna perfume inaitwa Essence pia. Also, we get some good order in this place because of great insights that we get from this place. So, Sonny, tell us more about you.
Okay, my name, as I had already said, I'm Sonny Masharia, but my ID name is Mercy Masharia. I come from Laikipia County, from a family of 5. I have 2 sisters who happen to be twins. I have said it before, and one of them is blessed with a nephew, Gabriel. And that's where I come from. I come from a background that is, I can consider, within a humble background, Christian oriented, and that's where I come from.
Wow, so this girl over here, don't joke with her. She is a Christ-like lady. So
that's what we do around here.
Yeah, so Sonny, we really wanted to know, what is that one outstanding thing about you think people don't really appreciate in your life, or you want us to really get to understand? This is Sonny. That is one thing we can actually, even as we interact, people out there, even here, that this is who I am. Now begin to see the best in you.
Yeah.
And of course, help us see that one thing that you know you highly appreciate about yourself.
I think the one thing I appreciate about myself is that I am a born cheerleader. Wow. I thrive by seeing people.
Yeah.
People succeed, people work, get to their goals, and all these things. I probably actually celebrate people's win more than I do mine. It creates such an aura, it's so comfortable, such a contentment that somebody I knew, I saw their journey, to get to that place, and they did. That is actually the one thing I probably appreciate most about myself, is that I'm just a born cheerleader and I just want to see people win around.
And that is one of the aspects that actually make people grow into becoming the best they can be.
Yeah.
And I think anyone who interacts with you must have been have grown from one level to another, because being cheered up is like fanning a flame. Yeah. It was less, but you fan me with the cheers, and of course I grow bigger.
Yeah, because I was thinking, like, this society, the one thing that we don't do a lot is support each other. Because the people who have made it and are on the screens and are trending, all these things, is because somebody believed in them.
Yeah, true.
It's the aspect of believing in another person that you don't know how impactful it is, but it is the most rare but significant thing you can do to a person's life. Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. I think not many people quite actually celebrate people's success.
You should.
Very many people actually, they're more into, haikuweza fuchs, you know, they're like, I thought it's best if you actually do the opposite and say, wow, imeweza, I'm glad. Because when people grow in your circle, that means there's more grace for you to grow. Yeah. So yeah, I want also for us to know, what is that one thing that gets into your nerves? What do you really feel like, no, these ones, we know, like those small things when you encounter, especially in a public place, that you feel, these ones, I don't like it.
I think the thing that gets to me most is disrespect. Because we consider about how you talk to waiters, to the gate man at your gate, to the delivery guy, the pizza delivery guy, all these things. How you talk to them matters. Because this is somebody looked up to from their family, probably is a breadwinner, but you are here disrespecting them. I personally can't judge someone if it's probably in a date because of how you talked to the waiter. Because those little things, and appreciating their hustle, because it's about hustle, everyone, but you want to disrespect someone because you sit at a place you think you're better than them, because they are serving you, but you don't understand the coexistence of human beings is around existence. I need you, you need me, and vice versa, because that's appreciating and just respecting every human being goes a long way. That's one thing that gets to my nerves when you find someone is calling your gate man like so disrespectful.
So it seems Sony is a person who really values people, and that is amazing. I mean, you know, the fact that you really love people becoming better, and of course those who are down there, you respect them, shows how much you hold people with a lot of value. And on the flip side, what is that one thing that of course creates your mood, you know, when you see it anywhere? And you know, what is that one thing?
I would probably say success. Like I had already earlier said about people winning, but I think seeing somebody wholesome at a place of peace, at a place of happiness, at a place of contentment does really get to me. Or that one thing that I impacted you, or I said something that sat right by you. I think that makes me so happy. Like Sona Lisema, you know, that makes me so happy, just to have impacted just the littlest of characters to a kid, to anyone. They will know me by my name because I said that.
I can already tell your purpose already. I mean, it's so clear in your heart, in your mind. You're speaking one voice. It's all about people, people, people. And because of that, I want us to actually go and talk about people and delve into, of course, some common things about people. So what is that one person you've seen on a movie or a show on TV that you admire most, that actually encourages you, you know, the same attitude you seem to have? What is that one person that you feel, I mean, this person has achieved it. This person makes me, challenges me, and I feel like I can do much better with how I view them and how much they do their things, and an inspiration to you.
I think the most thing that when I look at a character, maybe TV, is your work ethic. The one person I would probably want to be is my cross suit, because he believed himself when no one else did. Like he stood out as a character. He had never gone to law school, but beat everyone who had been in law school. I think that aura of just knowing that it's you, it comes down to you. It doesn't matter what people say around you, because I always repeat about your identity. It's the same thing. He knew what he can do, but didn't let anyone say otherwise. So that was one person I would follow, and his work ethic is incredible.
So you've talked of Mike Cross.
Yeah, he's a character on Suits.
Oh, all right. I think I got lost there, but I believe most of you relate with him. However, like now let's get home. Who here in Kenya do you think you can say is an inspiration, not only to you, but many people, and of course brings a good impact to people's lives, and in any way, from if it's a movie show, a TV, anything?
I think my one person will be James Mwangi. He's the CEO of Equity, and I think he believed in a dream, because as I've said, it all comes down to people for the society to be built. He believed in just a dream to make sure that every kid doesn't go lost because they couldn't pay their fees. That's what I'm talking about, Wings to Fly. He has money. He had a choice not to care about how people learn, or either they go to high school or not, but he chose to. He chose to see the light that wanted to be dimmed because you don't have money, and you think you cannot go to high school. I think that's the one person. I think that's really interesting, his thought, because my aura is about people oriented. How do you take care of the people around you? Not because they need to know your name. You know, like how you can just help someone and they never know you exist. That's my dream.
Wow. And you know, I still see consistency. It's all about people again, and of course you love people who love people. And I think I have no option but to believe you're saying the truth.
People orientation is the one thing that can save society. It can save all situations, from our political chaos to everything, as long as you keep in mind that it's people you're serving.
People,
it comes down to the people.
So you've mentioned an interesting thing. Politics is about people. So what's your view about politics, especially in our country?
Personally, I don't watch news anymore, but I think politics, we need to get to the ground of politics. As I've said, you know how we, in the constitution, we hold the sovereignty as a people, but we delegate it to the leaders, so they should serve us. It's their work to serve us. It's nimekupe power yangu. Does that make sense? Like, I have given you my power for you to govern me. It's not about you. Make it about the people who delegated their sovereignty power to you. That will change the political in this arena, in this country.
So do you think you would aspire one day to do politics?
I don't know. I thought I would,
what
but
happened?
I don't know. It's just turning to a chaotic state.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I get you clearly. And I think Sonny is a lawyer. I think we will want to know that part about you.
Yeah, I'm a student of the law. I'm yet to finish, but I aspire. Law for me wasn't. I wouldn't be deep. It wasn't at. It has this sense. It's just. It's something that you do. You feel. You're fulfilling a purpose. Because law isn't about me reading the constitution or an act. Law is about me getting to the root, the spirit of it, the essence of why it was written. Does that make sense? Because everything that, again, I repeat, people orientation, everything was written with the mindset of the people. So you have to make sure that's how you interpret it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So that's how law it is to me.
So as we continue to, and as we get to the closing line, of course, in a short while, what is that one memorable thing that you want to really share with the public, especially during your childhood? Something that is not so bad, but of course,
an embarrassing moment.
An embarrassing stroke, memorable moment that you experienced when you're in childhood, that you would want to actually help us put a smile on our face.
No, it was actually really embarrassing. So quite a while back, I was young, but where I came from, by then there was no, easy ball seats, the washroom. I had never seen one. I was like, I think 2, 3 around there. Had never seen one. So I go to my grandma's place and I see a ball and a cistern. Unaona vile washroom inakuanga ya. But I didn't know how this works. So so having big sisters, of course, I'm like, oh, so pesh kuja uone. So I literally climbed on the on the ball.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't know how it's supposed to work. I'm like, nimezoea,
Yeah,
but now
like,
I was up.
So you thought these are
oh my God, it was
where you now put your...
you put your, like the same thing. It's just that they have raised it and made it white or something.
White,
yeah.
Classy or something.
I know. Like, it was so embarrassing. My sister laughed at me.
I can imagine.
Juu nilikuwa juu.
This loyal of us
Embarrassing.
did something like that.
It's a journey. It's been a journey, probably. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, we all find ourselves in embarrassing moments.
Oh, all the time.
There's no day we really find ourselves doing the best in knowing everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are memorable moments that keep our memories very, very fresh and, of course, fun to remember.
Yeah.
So, what is that one thing that you would want, of course, as we still reminisce about your childhood, to really thank your parents for? What is that one thing you would actually feel, I mean, my parents, what would you say about them?
I think one thing I would say about my parents is the investment they put in education. They stopped everything around them to make sure you did have that one special thing that is education. Education is like a key to everything. It's not basically everything, but you need education in anything. I think that investment they made to us and just gave us an authenticity and that I can be me. They just gave it a stamp, it's okay to be you son.
Yeah.
I think that's what I would appreciate most about them. Yeah.
That's amazing. And I think one of our national parents is Uhuru. I think what is that one thing you would want to actually tell our president now that we get to the larger umbrella where we all belong? What is that one thing you would actually want to tell if given a chance? Assume whoever is sitting here is not even Martha, is Uhuru. What is that one thing you would not want to fail to tell him?
I think the one thing I would want to tell you is to tell him, if he's watching,
all right,
Mr. President, make it about the people. The people who gave you the trust, who gave you the sovereignty, power, and gave you for them to rule them with the supremacy of the Constitution. Make it about them.
Yeah.
Don't lose focus. It's not about you.
Yeah, true.
Because out here, the gap between the rich and the poor continues to be wider. That makes our economy struggle because there are people I call affluent. Kuna wale wanaishi maisha Kenya. And then there is like the living, like people are struggling. Let him not lose the focus to why he is in leadership. Leadership, as Christ put it and gave us an example, is about serving others. Don't lose the focus. It's about us as a people. The people who entrusted you for this, it's about them.
It's about them.
Don't make it about you.
Yeah. Because we're having so many leaders with ceremonial positions. Forgetting we really need you to actually fill that gap. And feel your presence. So I get you clearly. So as we conclude, I know you clearly, and you love everything about women, and all this is about women, of course. And she is the main host in this show. So what's your view, of course, about the outstanding issue on feminism regarding women? What's your stand on that?
I feel like there's we need to redefine feminism. There's a misunderstanding of what feminism is. Feminism is basically advocacy of women, our rights and equality and equity. It's not about degrading the other gender. That's why you lose the focus. You think that as feminists are angry and we want to make it, we are not making it about you. It's about us. We need equal rights. We need to fit in a patriarchal society. We need to curb misogyny, all these things. It's not, I think the one thing I trust is that women with the right equipment, baby girl,
of course,
we are changing this world.
We can reproduce.
We can do this thing.
We can do great things.
Because I think it needs, as again I repeated about how my parents insisted on authenticity. Being authentic as a woman and feeling that it's okay to be you as a woman in this society, in this patriarchal society, is how you win. Feeling that it's okay. I don't need to have like a certain roof that I'm put, or a certain cocoon that I'm put. I can't go past this. So feminism is just about advocacy of women. We want equality and women rights, all these things. That's what we want. I think the only problem is they portray a lot of agitation that makes us feel, I mean, are we really rivaling, or is there competition in anything? I mean, feminism is not wrong. The attitude we expose outside there, sometimes it's what makes it look so like a political campaign that is of sort not of the best kind. But of course, we have a place in the society. We just need to voice out that we can do great things. So do it in the best way, and feminism is right. So I think you can just give your last parting shot, and of course tell something to these great women who are watching us here, and of course, yes, voice it. So I think the one thing I would like to tell women is remember to live your essence, to remember your identity, remember that don't get lost in the midst of all this chaos. Don't lose focus to what you want, and feel that it's okay to be you and comfortable in your own skin, and that you can rule this world. And it's okay, and it's a journey, and all these things you're passing through, baby girl, it's gonna be okay. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
What else do you have to do apart from listen to that? Of course, meet a baby girl, so that's enough to soothe you into ensuring this thing is done. So thank you very much, Tony. Of course, we've had an amazing time.
You're
I think
welcome.
knowing her is enough to inspire you to actually into many things. Her life itself is a whole big encouragement, and I love the fact that we got to do this, and I'm so glad that you joined us today. You're always welcome to be a part of this show every Wednesday at 6 p.m. and of course Wema TV on all social media platforms. Thank you for joining us. Have a blessed evening.